Today, we are going to talk about the bizarre beard tax that was imposed by Tsar Peter the Great of Russia in the 16th century. But before we dive into the details, here is a question for you. Why did Peter the Great hate beards so much? Think about it and leave your answer in the comments below. We will reveal the answer at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Beards have been a symbol of masculinity, wisdom, and status for many cultures throughout history. In Russia, beards were especially revered by the Orthodox Church and the nobility, who considered them a sign of piety and tradition. However, things changed when Peter the Great came to power in 1682. Peter was a visionary ruler who wanted to modernize and westernize Russia. He traveled extensively in Europe and admired their fashion, culture, and technology. He also noticed that most European men were clean-shaven, unlike his bearded compatriots. Peter decided that beards were a sign of backwardness and barbarism, and he wanted to get rid of them in his empire. In 1698, he issued a decree that banned beards for all men except priests and peasants. He also imposed a hefty tax on anyone who wanted to keep their facial hair. The tax ranged from 100 rubles for nobles and merchants to 1 kopeck for commoners. To enforce this law, Peter himself would often shave off the beards of his courtiers and generals with his own hands. He also ordered his officials to set up checkpoints at the gates of cities and towns, where they would inspect the faces of travelers and collect the tax from those who had beards. Those who paid the tax were given a special token or medal that they had to carry with them at all times. The token had an image of a beard and a nose on one side, and the words, "The beard tax has been taken," on the other side. The token also indicated the social rank of the bearer. Those who did not have a token or could not afford to pay the tax were forcibly shaved by the guards. The beard tax was met with fierce resistance and resentment by many Russians who saw it as an attack on their religious and cultural identity. Some even believed that shaving their beards would make them lose their souls. Many people tried to evade or protest against the tax by hiding their beards under scarves or fake mustaches, or by growing long sideburns or goatees. Some even resorted to violence and rebellion against the authorities. However, Peter was determined to enforce his will and gradually succeeded in changing the fashion trends in Russia. By the end of his reign in 1725, most Russian men had adopted the European style of shaving their faces or trimming their beards. The beard tax was abolished by his successor, Empress Catherine I, in 1727. So why did Peter the Great hate beards so much? The answer is, he wanted to make Russia more like Europe and break away from the old traditions that he considered outdated and oppressive. He believed that beards were a hindrance to progress and civilization, and that shaving them would make his subjects more enlightened and refined. What do you think of Peter's beard tax? Was it a brilliant move or a brutal mistake? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to History Bazaar for more fascinating stories from history. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.